I have made the perfect build in my opinion. Let's go through it right here. We got the quality claymore, infusible, best greatsword in the game in my opinion. The charge R2 is goated, well that you can infuse. The charge R2 is goated, the roll R1 is goated. They're both Pierce, and Pierce is amazing in this game. You got the Stormblade Ash of War. Go with that. It's cheap. This Ash of War has everything except an AoE. If this Ash of War had an AoE, it would be the most perfect Ash of War this game has to offer. It's physical, so there's like no boss that has damage negation towards it. It's quick, it's cheap, and it can stagger. It it's the perfect Ash of War in my opinion. I would recommend using three weapons. I'll show you. So the quality claymore, Freya's great sword because it's basically the Bloodhound Fang that you can infuse. It looks good too. Um, you can infuse it, put it into quality or whatever the hell. Oh, that reminds me. I'm level 339. Take this how you will, but you will range. If you're like, let's say level 150, you will range, like I can promise you, maybe like 850 to 1100 just with the swipe of your whatever weapon you're using up close. It's gonna hit hard. This weapon, it suits, this build suits any level, I promise. So Freya's great sword, Claymore, and where was it? The Great Katana. All three of those weapons have perfect move sets. They can stagger, they're quick, they're strong, they can infuse. Simple as that. That's what I would use there. Depending on how you run this build, like I said, it's so versatile. You could do magic, you could do either or. You could do none. You can do a shield if you really wanted to with a no skill. You can put where are my shields? You could put a max. Well, it'll be a heavy load, so it depends. But anyway, or yeah, you could do something like this and make this like a parry build if you really want. That would be fucking insane. This build is so fucking versatile, dude. I love it. You're gonna use Black Dumpling. You're gonna use Rakshasa Armor, Rakshasa Gauntlet, Rakshasa Greaves. These add 2% per like category, whatever the fuck these are called. So you got 6% here. You got this procking with this because it increases your power. Why not? You basically have the power of a House Shabriri, but without the negative aspects of things. So why not? I tried with the I did the benefit of the doubt and used this one. It does increase your Ash of War by a few hundred along with this. Uh, Without those two, I tested it. It was like 800 mid range. With it, it was like 1100 mid range. So it was pretty crazy. So I thought if you're gonna buff yourself anyway, give yourself the better option. You got this procking, this procking. This will still proc with these two when using the Ash of War because it's a storm. I tested it, trust me. You got this with every Ash of War. If you do it on time, you got all four, five, six, seven things here working towards your Ash of War alone. So, and that's not even including your lightning or your fire incantations, whatever you want to use. Um, that's not, that's just basing it off of the Ash of War, which is like the bread and butter of any weapon. So if you want to focus on weapon playstyle, if you want to focus on weapon playstyle, I would recommend using the two-handed sword talisman. If you want to go with like you want to focus mainly on like your uh like your skills, your I mean your spells, I would recommend the Phlox Canvas talisman or the Graven Mass talisman. That's up to you. If you want to focus just on maybe you could take out the you could take out the two-handed sword talisman and maybe put something like a rotten wing sword insignia. You can put crucible feather talisman. You can maybe If you can get lucky, if you want to do the Lord of Blood's Exaltation, whatever, or you can even proc another buff and do poisoning or rot in vicinity increases attack power. So you have a lot of options here. That's a lot of work on my end. I don't really feel like doing that. So I go with the two-handed sword talisman. Like it's crazy the versatility this weapon has. So I have the claymore. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's get into it. And you can, what's it called? You can put like a grease on this weapon as well. Like it's got everything, man. And it should kick in now. 24 mind is the perfect amount to get that just right. Perfect. Let's say you got lightning equipped. You're about to approach this fool. Boom, boom. Before he even gets a chance, he's dead. So that's a sneak up on one. But this guy, me and him, we're gonna have a face off, make it even, poke, stagger. You get a hyper armor as well. So that was an ambush, a one-on-one. This one, I'll let him attack me first. So you can get a real feel for how versatile this weapon is. Okay. Staggered him out of that. Unfortunately, another thing, this weapon, if it had AoE and tracking, that's a different story. No, that would be way too overpowered. He attacked me, but with all the buffs and everything going on, some are still lasting, as you see. But yeah, we got a sneak attack. He didn't even get an attack on us. We got a one-on-one. We kind of fucked him up. And we got attacked there. So kind of a balanced scenario to really test it, because I think these guys are the perfect things. I don't really want to call them things, but you get the point. To test things on, because they have the stagger potential of an NPC, but still have like the hard hitness of like a common boss. So you really get a gauge, and they have high HP. So you really get a gauge of how good your setup is with these people here in the underground roadside. If you're looking for like a testing area, this place is perfect. You have other doors you can open from here, so you can get even more of these fools if you want. Up to you. But yeah. So that's basically it. It's a perfect setup, man. Perfect ass setup. Let's try it on another weapon. Let's try it on the curved great sword. This is probably the best, dead ass, the best weapon in the game. I'm not kidding. It's infusible. The moveset is absolutely perfection. We're not gonna do the buffs and anything. Let's try a bear. Giggity. See, even just like a regular hit with this Ash of War was 1200 there. You range about 850 to 1100 if you're lucky on, come on, on your hits, but still. The reach is a little short, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Next one would be the Great Katana, but I can't change it here, but yeah, you get the point. You guys know how the Great Katana is. I wish I had boss gameplay version for you guys. Don't quote me on that. I'm gonna save this video, and I'm actually gonna keep this in. In a few seconds, you'll see if there's boss gameplay videos, so we'll see. But I just wanted to show you guys the build here anyway. You know, bare minimum, it's a build video. You guys get the point. It's fun. It's versatile. You have different ways to proc different things. This amazing build in my opinion. But that's for your guys' interpretation. Let me know what you guys think down below. That's pretty much it for me. And okay, that's pretty much it. Okay, bye.